Am I live, y'all? Hey, y'all. Hold on. Because think about it's you. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, and it is Coffee and Communications. And Instagram always gets real funky with it. But I want to talk about what is going on with tonight's conversation podcast. Look, first of all, good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Communications. This is when I come in here and I give y'all 12 minutes of time because science says what? If you've been following your girl, you'll see that science says that it only takes 12 minutes to talk, express, do whatever for somebody to feel better about themselves. So I said, I'm going to come up in here and I want to talk to y'all. So if you got something on your chest, get rid of that mess. All right? Hold on. I'm going to put on my ear pod to see if it's better. So anyway, wow. I want you guys to has been bothering you, anything that you want to talk about, anything that's going on, let me know. And we just gonna get into it. Coffee and Communications for 12 minutes. Y'all ready? Hey Google, set a timer for 12 minutes.
Got it. 12 minutes. And that's starting now.
Starting now, y'all. 12 minutes. You got something on your chest, get rid of that mess. But I want to come in here. If you are new to the chat, type in hashtag tips. Why? Because you're going to always walk away with something that we're going to say, we're going to talk about. But if you are an OG, hold on. If you are an OG, grab your cup because what? You gonna sip with your girl. But anyway, let's just get right into it. Coffee and Communications. You got some on your chest, get rid of that mess. What is going on with that podcast? Tonight's conversation podcast. And the reason why I want to talk about that is because that tour has been going on for years. That tour, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am talking about the Tonight's podcast tour where they go around different cities and it's a panel of different men and women and they're talking about relationships, right? So from there, what happens? I always have to check on my food, y'all. Hold on. So the Sorry, I'm back. The Tonight Conversation podcast. So it is a panel of men and women, professional, non-professional. That is to be subjective because some are professionals and some are not professionals. And they go on tour and they talk about relationships. And they have this live audience. It's been going on for years. I attended one and a half, and I'll come back to tell you why I said I attended one and a half of those. So Ace Metaphor, Kitty Rose, Trip Fontaine, Keita. Oh my God, I know I'm forgetting some people that have been on that show. Hey y'all, type in the chat. Hey Chris, what is going on? Hey Love Healing. I'm drinking my coffee watching this. It's been a minute, sis. Good to see you. Yes, thank you. They are doing that thing. What's the tea on the All right, look. So that's what I come to talk about, Chris. Let me tell you. I'm going to make my coffee while you sipping on your coffee. So, that that tour has been going on for years. I want to say prior to the pandemic, I believe I have a picture from that tour from 2018. And so many people on that. But here's the thing. So many people were asking me like, Kenya, have you been to that? Have you been to that? And I telling you, it has been toxic, and I don't like to use the word toxic and throw it out there. Okay, but for me, it has been toxic or very ineffective since that tour has started. And let me tell you why. It is not help. It is not help that they are giving. They grab people from the audience and people ask their relationship questions and they are looking for advice. They're seeking advice. And let me tell you something. I'm glad that Chris is on here. Chris, shout out to Chris because Chris has similar events. And actually, Chris motivated me to start my mixers years ago. But when you have events and people are coming to seek advice and help on their situations and what they're going through, you need to be impactful. You do not need to condone the unhealthiness that they are bringing. You do not need to. So, the discussions and the questions that were being brought forth, and now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying that none of the advice or none of the things that we're saying were not helpful to some. But when you have to be careful when you're on that type of platform because it just gets messier and messier and messier. And look, I'm getting hot. Hold on. I know that there are a lot of people that have situations that are going through, some that are overlooked and some that aren't talked about. So, some of the things that have been brought up too, those questions a lot of people are going through. But you guys cannot tell me that everybody's situation is just that doggone messy. I'm telling you, this tour oh my God, it's sold out. It sells out. Every time it comes to LA, it sells out. And those tickets were not cheap. Let me tell you something. Those tickets were not cheap. They had VIP, all this other good stuff. So people were really coming out to receive this information that turned into more entertaining than anything else, right? And so we're going back to why I said so. If you are joining me, hey y'all, Coffee and Communications with your girl Kenya. I am talking about the podcast Real Tough Tonight Conversations, the relationship podcast. Everybody is always pumped to go to those. You see the clips going viral of bits and pieces of the questions and the answers. Everybody has their crowd favorites. Trip Fontaine is a favorite. Kitty Rose is a favorite. All that other kind of stuff. But I saw someone in the comments that said these group podcasts are like R&B groups. You know, when the money come in or when something happened and then they break up and they start talking about it, everything start going viral on it. And I will say again, I've been following this tour and Ace Metaphor for a while, and the staff, the panelists, it's a turnover. It's like corporate. It's a turnover. It's a quick turnover. When I started going, it was Ace Metaphor, who is the creator, I guess. It was Derek Jackson, Stefan, Stefan, I forgot his name. He has the dreads or whatever. And then shout out to my girl Keandra. She was on the panel as well one time. And then after that, it came in this. Hold on, let me tell y'all. This new cast or panelists that y'all see was not there. There is not one original except for Ace Metaphor that is on this panel that is the same as it was before. So I'm not sure what the tea is and what's going on. I'm going to be looking at it. But the reason why I bring this up is because you guys have to be careful with these podcasts, with these panelists. I just dropped a podcast. I just started. I've been doing this since 2016 and I fought a podcast for a long time for reasons being like this. You guys are taking the podcast and you're having selective hearing with the information that you guys want to hear from these people, and you take it and you run and you guys take these 30-second clips of the crazy questions from the audience, and then you put it against the whatever the panelists are saying, and now here we are, everybody beefing. It's no more. Of course, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Money, respect, betrayal. I don't know. One of them said, I'm not sure if it was Keto or Randy. Randy is one of the girls' name. You cannot. We have to stop saying it's business. It's not personal. People don't know the difference, and it's always going to intertwine. Business and personal is always going to intertwine, especially when there is a longevity of a working relationship. So y'all stop saying you can't mix business with pleasure, because it had, look, I can't even get my coffee ready while I'm sitting up here. Type in the comment, type in the chat if you know what I'm talking about the tonight's podcast, conversation podcast. I'm gonna get it right. I don't like pronouncing or saying anything. I don't like butchering people's names or brands or anything like that, so forgive me. It is tonight's conversation podcast, I think, something like that. Anyway, I mean, I have my favorites too. I have my favorites on there as well. But again, the turnover. And then I think Dr. Brian is on there now, or have been on the tour. Like, so again, the reason why I said I've been to one and a half, I went to the first one back in 2018. Well, my first one. Again, they've been doing this for a while in 2018. And then when they came back around this time, I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago, people, keepsake, you going, keepsake, you going. All right, whatever. Let's try this again. So I went, and when I tell you I left midway through, I can't even tell you it was midway through. I think I left within the first 30 minutes of it, because it was a lot. It just hearing the people in the crowd and their purpose for going, how it was being ran, where the questions were coming from, the type of questions, just the whole purpose of it being there. I could not stay. And I'm telling you, I got dressed from the rooter to the tutor. I was excited. But it's just some things, guys, where, mama always taught me, all money ain't good money. That's number one. Branding, business, reputation. I don't know. I don't know behind the scenes, but the lesson in all of this is be careful what you guys really find as help or entertainment. Look at your audience, and really apply what is going on. And like I said, everybody can't have. Now, again, some of these situations are real that bring to them. I'm not saying they're not. I get dear keepsake letters all the time, and I read them to you. But it seems like that is what that show was gearing towards, and all of them were just in there. And again, some of the information was valuable. But anyway, type in the chat, type in the comment, if you know what I'm talking about, how you feel about it, what your comments are on that. And yes, I have a podcast. I started a podcast. I still have my mixers. I'm going to be true, real, authentic to my brand, and I am just going to, like I said, address in an impactful way, in an effective way. I want people to have active listening and not selective listening. Where we at? Oh, y'all done had me talk the whole entire 12 minutes on this. And I said, if y'all got something on your chest, get rid of this mess. All right, but I guess it was me getting rid of that mess too, talking about this on here, right? So anyway, type in the comment, type in the chat. Let me know. I will be following this to see what it is. Not for the mess, because I'm not about messiness. I just really want to understand why these relationship podcasts are falling apart. Why are they not being as impactful? Why are they having 1.2 million views and your girl over here is only having 1.2 view, when it's just 12 minutes is up, y'all. Thank you for coming in. Y'all see, I didn't even get to my coffee for my coffee, but your girl keepsake mug is being underway on sale. Still, type in the comment, type in the chat, and I will see you guys later. Hey Google, thank you. Oh wait, hold on. You know what? Y'all are in here. Okay, so hold on. Y'all don't want me to go? Then I won't go. Then I won't go. Then I'll have to really finally make my tea. All right, so well, that was the 12 minutes that I'm gonna give y'all every day. But hey, if you talk to me, I'll talk back. I still have to make my coffee before I get to work. So anyway, look, I already done put it in there. So anyway, actually, no, look, I am gonna end this. Hey y'all, look, come back, all right, come back to me, and we will finish this off. But I have got to get my breakfast going, y'all. All right, see you.